Don't.
The uses of ozone as a disinfectant are very clearly diverse, and of course it's of great benefit to our atmosphere and to nature. Most importantly, it makes human life possible. Ozone is vital for cell creation, and that all begins with respiration. If this swimmer doesn't surface within minutes, he'll die. Red blood cells carry oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body. Ozone, applied in precise amounts, increases oxygen uptake and stimulates the release of oxygen throughout the body. This strengthens our immune system. It enhances healing and speeds up recovery. And this is why ozone has so many medical applications. It is highly effective in the treatment of psoriasis, wounds and burns, dermatitis, cancerous ulcers, and diabetes. These are all topical applications, but ozone is also used in the treatment of cancer and HIV. We will experience some observations from individuals who have overcome seemingly impossible battles with disease and viruses using only ozone.
There is nothing more powerful, more effective, more sustainable, more predictable than ozone when it comes to treating disease.
There's a lot of scope for ozone to treat a whole host of bone diseases, osteoarthritis, and probably many other more conditions.
Probably half my practice runs on ozone. So, based on that, I've got to be having results. Patients wouldn't come back.
Ozone therapy is, I would say, it's a great medical breakthrough of our time in healing technologies.
I think it's mainly to contribute to a healthier lifestyle, to a healthier world around us. Lots of diseases around us are being created for ourselves due to the fact of the absence of oxygen.
Ozone itself, immediately without any side effects, will kill any bacteria or any virus that is in the body.
There's a lot of scientific proof that it kills organisms, viruses, even your candidas and so on. So it's a very valuable treatment to treat your infected wounds.
But no wound healing success story compares to Marie Christelle Swartz. She was involved in a car accident and was left with infected tissue on half of her face.
I felt very weird about the idea of using ozone in the beginning because I didn't know the product and I was very scared, and because it was my face I was very unsure about what to expect. Within 2 days I changed my mind because within 2 days the wound on top of my eye, there was no more pus. It cleared up completely and I didn't have like a pain. I had a throbbing pain constantly because according to the doctors they said that it was going to, well, it's amazing that I haven't had septicemia yet. I was very worried that my face wasn't going to heal properly and that I was going to be left with very bad scarring because if you've seen what I looked like then and what I look like now, it's unbelievable what medicine did for me.
The remarkable beauty of ozone is that it scavenges only the infected tissue, yet it simultaneously nourishes healthy cells by supplying enriching oxygen to those unaffected areas. Dr. Sean Stewart demonstrates.
Here we have a polyatomic apheresis machine, which is a very strong ozone machine. There is an oxygen cylinder, pure oxygen, 99.997% pure from Afrox. The oxygen goes into the machine and comes out. At the moment we are running pure oxygen out the system, and here's a quick test. There's oxygen bubbling out. You see that bubbling? Take the oxygen and I apply it to my skin. Obviously there's going to be no damage, and I apply it to the latex glove for this example, and as you can see, nothing's happening to the latex whatsoever, just operating. Now this is a visual example of what ozone does to viruses in the body. Normal healthy tissue, viral particulate. healthy tissue, viral particulate. Turn on the machine, and as you can see, I've done nothing else. I've just turned it on. The bubbling is still going through the system. Put it on my skin. Nothing's doing, no damage to the skin whatsoever. I can flap around, nothing's happening to the skin. But when I apply it to the latex, it eats away the latex glove rather rapidly. Can you see this? And that's the speed ozone kills disease in the body. Very rapidly. There's nothing like it on the planet. It's not going to damage the skin because the skin is neutrally charged. The skin is healthy. If there was disease here now, it would actually find the disease. There's some of the methodologies we use. If I'm going to deal with a topical application for some type of dermatological problem, we can actually directly work on the area, or we use ozone bagging, or indeed, like with the bag, with the bath, where you go into the bath, you're doing the same type of application, where you work on an area that has a problem. Here, there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with the skin, so it'll do no damage to the body.
Ozone is best used in water, as it dissolves more easily in liquid form. Hence the development of Medizone's ozonized bath mat and water spa. Ozone is bubbled through the water and provides direct treatment. The warmth of the water also enhances the ozone penetration during the treatment, and this can be done in the comfort of your own home. With the Medizone Spa, a water purifying air stone is included, and using the power of ozone to eliminate the impurities in water and in our bodies, we commence the cycle of life that preserves our immunity, which supports a healthy lifestyle. And this is how ozone works for the improvement of performance and for aiding the recovery of sportsmen and women after heavy exercise.
I ride 30 km to work every morning, and after work I ride about 60 going home. So I do 90 a day. After my training session I have a spa for 20 minutes on medium. And I find the next morning my legs are fine. I've got no aches, no pains. In the morning before I ride, I put it on to 10 minutes, just onto ozone, just blowing into the lapa where my training room is. And I absorb all that extra oxygen. And you can see this morning I'm averaging 42 km per hour so far, with a slight tailwind. And the road's not flat. So I can feel after yesterday's riding in the heat, I rode in 36 degrees yesterday, coming from work. And I'm fine this morning, 100%.
Sean Wisedale is the first South African to climb the highest mountain on every continent, including the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, which towers a staggering 8,850 meters high. At high altitude, the shortage of oxygen means that climbers' bodies literally wither away. To prevent infection and illness, Sean uses ozone for protection.
Where there's a deficiency of oxygen, there's no life. And this is what happens at altitude. There's no trees, there's no birds, there's no life at all. And this is what happens to mountaineers. So in order to train and to prepare and to prevent myself from getting infections while I'm in training, I use the Medizone Spa. And what that does really is it rids pathogens and viruses, and at the same time the oxygen nourishes my cells.